now WWE presents Fastlane.
We are on the Fastlane to WrestleMania. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio. This is WWE Fastlane. We are kicking off Fastlane with the man beast, Rhyno.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 295 pounds, Rhyno.
Universe Mode Fastlane is proudly sponsored by Grapple Clothing. Use my discount code Delzinski and save 10% on all Grapple merch via the link in the description box below. Rhyno issued the challenge. Rey Mysterio accepted with a 619. Will the man beast suffer the same fate again tonight? Or will Mysterio be on the receiving end of a gore? If you're watching tonight's pay-per-view via YouTube Premiere, make sure you get involved in the chat. If you're watching on demand, use the comment section and use the hashtag 619. Use it now.
And his opponent from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
It was 2 weeks ago, Rey Mysterio made his triumphant return to in-ring action on SmackDown Live, but the celebration came to a halt courtesy of a gore from Rhyno. That has led to this matchup here tonight. What a way to kick off Fastlane. A sold out crowd here in Columbus. We are all set to go. And the referee signals for the bell to get our opening contest underway. And Mysterio stops Rhyno, who came out the corner very aggressively. Mysterio using that speed and quickness early. Rey Mysterio says, come on to Rhyno. Rhyno catches Mysterio. Oh! Great reversal by Rey Mysterio. Rhyno replies with a big punch. Not for the knee again. Mistake by Rhyno. It feels like Rhyno is maybe a little bit too keen. Oh! Power bomb. I spoke too soon. Rey Mysterio giving away a huge weight difference to Rhyno. And that was just seeing the power of the man beast clothesline takedown by Rhyno. Mysterio back up to his feet, turns around. And Rhyno once again manhandles Mysterio. A cutter. And now forces the pin. One. Rhyno is very intense. Maybe a little over eager to get this match wrapped up. Now begins to unload on Rey Mysterio, who slumps in the corner. Rhyno very happy with himself. Went to put the boots to Mysterio, took too long. Mysterio pulls the leg away. And a basement drop kick, and that's a warning to Rhyno not to give Mysterio too much time. He's paid for it. Mysterio working the tree trunk legs and now catches Rhyno. Rhyno trying to get his bearings together. Off balance, climbs using the ropes to get to his feet and off the ropes. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Mysterio with the pin. 1. And just a 1 count for Rey. And for the drop kick, Rhyno got out the way. Boot to the midsection. And, Mysterio escapes. 1, 2. Rhyno. 1, 2. A couple of close calls for both men. Mysterio, too quick for the man beast. Powerbomb pin. 1, 2. And Rhyno got folded up by Mysterio, who showed immense strength to even lift the man beast. Chin lock applied by Mysterio, not for long, just trying to wear down Rhyno. Smart idea, but might take a bit more. Now Rhyno head first into the corner. Rey Mysterio now with the fists. Rhyno again throws Rey Mysterio into the corner. Mysterio sent across the ring. Rhyno charges forward. And the shoulder into the gut. Followed up by a knee. And that's always going to be a problem for Mysterio. That strength that Rhyno has. A stomp to the gut. And that's Rhyno cranking up the pressure on Rey Mysterio. Our opening contest here at Fastlane. Did you just see the way that Rhyno picked up Mysterio by the throat? Scoops up Rey. Rey finds a way out. And again, Mysterio on the move. Rey Mysterio. Flip powerbomb all the way from the ring to the outside by Rey Mysterio. Rhyno landed on the back of his head on the concrete floor. Our official laying the count. Oh God. A pile driver on the concrete. Referee willing to let things go, but the damage may have been done. Rey Mysterio dropped on his head from a pile driver from Rhyno, and no. Rhyno looking for the gore, but Mysterio caught him. Inverted Frankensteiner. Rey Mysterio heads to the outside. Looks like he's cleared the cobwebs from that pile driver. Rhyno looks very dazed. Doesn't know where Mysterio is. Springboard. No. Rhyno got out the way. Well, both men have stepped it up in the past few moments. Mysterio floats over the back. Rey Mysterio. Beautiful. And Rhyno rolls to the outside. May just be the safest place for him. Mysterio. Maybe not. Mysterio flies and looks better than ever here at Fastlane. Rhyno now back in the ring, but Rey Mysterio, anywhere Rhyno turns, Mysterio is waiting, perched on that second rope. Rhyno comes forward. Rey Mysterio with the splash. A pin. 1, 2. And Rhyno gets the shoulder up. An exchange of words between our official and Rey Mysterio. But Mysterio wisely getting back on the offense. Rhyno Snaps over. Rey Mysterio. Reversal. Ducks underneath. Leapfrog over the top. Went for the drop kick. Rhyno aware of it. Reversal from Mysterio. These two going back and forth. Boot to the midsection. Oh, and that shot rocked Mysterio, and Mysterio down to a knee. Now back up, but not for long. Oh, and down goes Rey Mysterio. And Rhyno, came charging in. Rey Mysterio, thank God he got out the way of that. It could have been curtains for Rey Mysterio, but instead a tornado DDT. 1, 2. Oh, and Rhino's shoulder just comes off the mat. Mysterio picks up Rhyno, but Rhyno with a kick to the midsection. Belly to belly. 1, 2. Oh! Big response from the Man Beast, but still no gore. But maybe I spoke too soon. Rhyno stalking his prey, and Mysterio aided by the ropes to get to his feet. Oh! Rey Mysterio! 619! And the Man Beast up to his feet, but a cross body! 1, 2, 3! Rey Mysterio defeats Rhyno! This is how Mysterio got the job done. Rhyno came running in for the gore. Mysterio with the takedown, then the 6-1-9. As Rhyno was dazed and got to his feet, Mysterio springs with the cross body and the 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio defeats the Man Beast Rhyno in our opening contest here at Fastlane. Wait just a minute. We gotta go backstage to the parking lot. Well, it appears the street fight, which was scheduled for later on this evening, has already begun. And it's begun in the parking lot. We're supposed to start in the ring, but these two can't keep their hands off each other. And Eric Young and Dean Ambrose, a couple of lunatics. They better stay away from my car. See the production truck in the background, equipment. These two could care less. Oh! And dumped on that equipment box. Young back to his feet, but Ambrose, oh! Talk about innovative. We're going to follow the action here. This is quite a surprise. Where are these two going? Chop from Ambrose. The crazy Eric Young replies. Thunderous shot. These two gluttons for pain. And Eric Young now dragging Dean Ambrose around the parking lot. Elbow to the back of the neck. Forearm shot from Eric Young. And a clothesline, and oh goodness. Dean Ambrose's head bounced off the back of that steel chair. Oh! Speaking of steel chairs, Eric Young brings one into play. Oh! Goodness me. Now where are they going? Face first into the ice machine. He puts an ice machine in the parking lot. Oh no, no. Pile driver on the concrete. Unbelievable. And something else that's unbelievable is the official theme of Universe Mode's Fastlane. Nevertel, the Falling Out. It's available now on Spotify, Google Play, Amazon Music, and iTunes. But up next, Finn Bálor has set his sights on the United States Championship, but he will have to defeat the self-proclaimed face of America, Kevin Owens, if he is to procure championship gold. Welcome back to Fastlane, and the Bálor Club is in the building. The challenger, Finn Bálor, for the United States Championship, and it was a couple of weeks ago where Finn Bálor got a good look at the self-proclaimed face of America, Kevin Owens. 1 week later, on SmackDown Live, Kevin Owens took things one step further, interfering in the match between Finn Bálor and Chris Jericho. The result? Finn Bálor tapping out to the walls of Jericho. And don't get me wrong, there is no shame in submitting to the walls of Jericho. However, it was the nature in which it was done, with Kevin Owens at ringside and the smug look on the United States Champion's face. Can Finn Bálor tonight get the ultimate retribution and wrestle away the United States Championship from Owens? And here comes the champion, the United States Champion, the self-proclaimed face of America, Kevin Owens. And Owens looking very pleased with himself after what he orchestrated this past week on SmackDown Live, witnessing Finn Bálor tap out and maybe putting some doubt in the mind of the leader of the Bálor Club ahead of this United States Championship match. And for a man that calls himself the face of America, America doesn't seem too receptive. Listen to this crowd here in Columbus, Ohio. You won't hear a single cheer for Kevin Owens. In fact, it's a chorus of boos. Face of America? I doubt it. More like fraud of America.
Introducing the challenger from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Bálor. Introducing the champion from Maryville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, he is the United States Champion, Kevin Owens.
Our first title defense here at WWE Fastlane, but we did have a championship on the line on the Fastlane kickoff. You can check that out via the link in the description box below. But you don't want to go anywhere just yet, as Finn Bálor takes a good look at the United States Championship. That's what it's all about. The challenger, Finn Bálor, the champion, Kevin Owens, and the referee signals for the bell to get this United States Championship contest underway. And Kevin Owens forces back Finn Bálor to the corner. Oh, and of course, we don't get a clean break. Once again, Owens mocking Bálor, picking up where he left off this past week on SmackDown. And Owens going to work on the arm. Baszler needs to find a way to escape. He does so. And Baszler with a knee to the gut of Kevin Owens. He forces down United States Champion. Baszler says, "Come on then, let's go." And Kevin Owens gives him a boot for the offer. And Owens dragging Baszler to the corner face first. A punch to the gut, a second punch by Kevin Owens. Owens went for the boot, but Finn Baszler fights his way out the corner. Elbow to the back of the neck. And Baszler, knife edge chop, hits the rope. Basement drop kick. And Finn Baszler with the crowd behind him here in Ohio. We just got to see a change of gear from Finn Baszler. That's how he can turn it up when he needs to. Did not choose to summon the demon tonight at Fastlane. Went for a forearm, but Kevin Owens aware of it. And Owens, great reversal. Owens looking for that package, maybe the package pile driver, some sort of package maneuver, but Baszler reversed it into a Hurricane Rana. Great way to escape. Another chops on Finn Baszler. And another basement drop kick to the gut of KO. Ties up with the champion with a knee to the midsection. Huge clothesline by KO. One. Just the one count. And speaking of KO, the kings of wrestling, Cassius Ohno and Cesaro, will be in action later on tonight, defending the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship against Heavy Machinery, who pushed them to the limit a few weeks ago. A pin. And Baszler kicks out again. A jam-packed show here on Fastlane on the road to WrestleMania. As Kevin Owens snaps over Finn Baszler, chinlock applied, looking to wear down and nullify Finn Baszler. Take away that speed and quickness would be a wise thing to do. Putting pressure under the chin. And Baszler back up. Elbow to the midsection. A second one breaks the grip of Kevin Owens, and Owens forced back with a kick to the midsection, but Owens super kick right on the jaw. 1, 2, and Baszler barely got the shoulder up. Owens hit that super kick flush, forcing the pin again. And Baszler again desperately gets the shoulder up. Are we witnessing a little bit of frustration from the United States Champion, who thought he had the match won after that super kick, going for the pin not once but twice? Well, at the moment, I'd say Owens doesn't have too much to be frustrated about, controlling Finn Baszler at this stage of the match. But Baszler, kick to the midsection, trying to mount some offense. Drop kick to the back of the neck. And Finn Baszler bringing Owens towards the ropes. Turns him around. And Finn Baszler hits the ropes, drop kick again to the back of the neck, and that sees the United States Champion bail out and head to the outside. Finn Baszler, flies through the air, and Baszler taking out Kevin Owens. The referee begins the count, and Finn Baszler cannot win the United States Championship via a countout. Very different circumstances ahead in our World Heavyweight Championship match tonight between Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman. If Drew McIntyre is disqualified or counted out, he will lose the World Championship. But it is the last chance for the monster among men. If he does not defeat McIntyre, he will not be able to challenge for the World Championship against McIntyre again. As Kevin Owens sizes up Finn Balor. And the pump handle neck breaker. A pin could have him. 1, 2, and Balor again shows that fighting spirit, kicking out at 2. The former Universal Champion being put under immense pressure. Oh! And that cannonball only just paid off. He didn't get all of it. Pin. 1, 2. Oh! And maybe if Owens had got all of that second rope cannonball, it could have been over. But Owens hurt himself in the process, couldn't deliver a full pin. But Owens now sends Finn Balor to the outside. Owens, cannonball! And Kevin Owens might not have got all of that cannonball from the second rope, but he got all of that one to the outside. And Balor in trouble. As Owens brings Balor back into the ring, referee laying down the count up to the count of 3. I hear the boos from the fans in Columbus for the United States Champion, who now gets back into the ring. Balor is hurt. Balor, stop the knee from Kevin Owens, hits the rope, drop kick to the side of the head. You can't count out Finn Balor, forearm shot, elbow to the back of the neck. Trying to push back Kevin Owens, and that forearm put the United States Champion down. Double knee to the gut. And now it's Balor perched on that second rope. And Finn Balor gets all of that drop kick. 1, 2, and now the pressure is on Owens. A back and forth contest for the United States Championship. Balor drop kick again. Served him very well tonight, that offense. And now Dragon Sleeper. But could you imagine if Finn Balor can make Kevin Owens tap out and lose the United States Championship? The perfect way to get his own back after him tapping out to Jericho 1 week ago. Owens looking for a cutter, reversed by Finn Balor. And the United States Champion is being thrown all over the squared circle, finding some retreat in the corner. But for how long? Balor. The champion is gonna have to find something if he is to retain his United States Championship. And he does. Shot to the face by Kevin Owens. Sends Balor into the corner. Jabbing shots to the midsection by Owens. One to the face as well. And Owens says, what? Went for a clothesline. LA kick. Right between the eyes of the United States Champion. And Owens once again is reeling. Balor sends Owens to the corner. Gonna take up the United States Champion for a high-risk maneuver. Will it pay off? Balor perched on that top rope with Owens superplex. The pin. 1, 2, Owens kicks out. But how much more can the United States Champion take? Forces back Finn Balor. He's looking for the spine buster. Balor aware of it. Boot to the midsection by KO. Sends Finn Balor off the ropes. Takes him up and down. Oh, but Balor got out the way. Oh! Inverted 1916. Where did that come from? Oh my. Finn Balor heads to the top. Is he looking for it? No! No! Owens. Oh well, Kevin Owens. Finn Balor was looking for the coup de grace. Owens got out the way and then sends Finn Balor to the outside. A smart move. He knew he was in trouble. And Owens waits for Balor. Here he comes. Sling blade by Finn Balor. Well, it doesn't seem to matter. Inside or outside the ring, at this moment in time, the challenger is one step ahead of the champion. And Balor, oh, he went for the 1916. 1, 2, 3, oh! Kevin Owens has stole it. And he retains the championship. A hard-fought contest. But you could say Kevin Owens outsmarted Finn Balor once again. Balor went for the coup de grace. Owens got out the way. And then this. Went for the 1916. A small package. 1, 2, 3. We need to go backstage once again. The fight continues here at Fastlane between Eric Young and, oh my God, Dean Ambrose. Kevin Owens retains the United States Championship. He is still your face of America. But these two have been knocking lumps out of each other from the offset of Fastlane. Where are they now? Looks like they're in the hallway where superstars create their promos in the interview area. But a jab from Dean Ambrose. I don't think they care where they are as long as they are beating the living life out of each other. Oh! Wow. Maybe that's all for Dean Ambrose. Next up, here at Fastlane, AJ Styles must put his hopes of a dream match with the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania on hold as the A-lister, The Miz, looks to show stop the Phenomenal One.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Maurice, residing in Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, The Miz.
I mean, can you imagine having the ego of The Miz? He seems to be the only one upset with the potential matchup between AJ Styles and Shawn Michaels on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. A dream match for many, but The Miz, the A-lister, and I use that term very loosely because, let's be honest, the Marine 3, the Marine 4, the Marine 5, the Marine 6, Santa's Little Helper, a Christmas Bounty. Are they really the movies of an A-lister? It doesn't matter, because according to The Miz, if he's not involved, then it shouldn't happen. But tonight, The Miz gets to star in his very own match with the phenomenal AJ Styles. And he does indeed have an opportunity to put a spanner in the works of that dream match between the showstopper and the phenomenal one if he defeats Styles here tonight.
And his opponent from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
An error in communication between AJ Styles and Shawn Michaels this past week on Monday Night Raw when the Heartbreak Kid was in action against the big dog Roman Reigns. Styles came out to help. Shawn Michaels went for a phenomenal forearm, missed, and hit Shawn Michaels. And the question many have been asking is, was it intentional or was it an accident on behalf of AJ Styles? Let me know in the comment section and in the chat. But Styles will have to put all that behind him as he takes on The Miz. And here we go. Miz versus Styles. I'm sure AJ Styles would love to shut The Miz up once and for all here at Fastlane. Maurice on the outside of the ring. Must keep an eye on her. If she gets an opportunity to help The Miz in any capacity, she will. And Styles with a knee to the face of The Miz, who feels upset that he's losing the limelight. I mean, come on. You poked your nose in Shawn Michaels' business, then you poke your nose in Styles and Michaels' business, and yet you're upset? How egotistical is The Miz? Reverse DDT by the A-lister. Not sure I should be using that term, but I do. He wants us to use it. Big boot by The Miz. He forces the pin. One. And forever how much I disagree with The Miz and his actions, you can't take away that he is a solid competitor, and he will give AJ Styles a run for his money here tonight. And Styles wants the fans behind him here at Fastlane as AJ brain buster drops The Miz on the back of his neck. And Styles picks up and drives The Miz down to the mat. And AJ Styles quickly moves to the second turnbuckle. Delivers the elbow right between the eyes. The moneymaker of The Miz getting rearranged in the opening stages of this match. That won't do any Hollywood auditions any good at all for The Miz. Couple of chops by Styles. Now, again, begins to unload on the face of The Miz. 10 punches, and The Miz falls down to the mat. And a look of concern on the face of Maurice. Her husband taking a beating at the moment, but The Miz. 1, 2, oh. The Miz, sneaky as can be, tried to steal a page from Kevin Owens' book, which we saw earlier this evening. Kevin Owens stealing a victory against Finn Balor. Balor went for the 1916, Owens with the small package. Kevin Owens retained the United States Championship, and just watch, Maurice there came over towards Styles. The referee was watching on and she thought better of it. And Styles possibly distracted there. And a rash decision by Styles, but Styles has bounced back and sends The Miz off the ropes. But The Miz put the brakes on. And an elbow to the back of the arm of AJ Styles. Might be a smart move to nullify the phenomenal forearm. And that is why you have to keep an eye on Maurice. Just that split second, that one moment, and it took AJ Styles off his game plan. And it's let The Miz into this match. And this is the best offense he's had thus far, and it is thanks to Maurice, his wife. Not sure about the matching outfits, however. And a Russian leg sweep, and Styles falls to the corner. And Miz has been focusing more on the leg area of Styles. It's a smart move to take away that speed and quickness. And also the fact if Styles wants to spring for that forearm, it's going to make it twice as difficult. Now The Miz going to work on the knee again. And you know The Miz does like to use that figure four, and very stern look on the face of Maurice. I don't think she likes being here in Columbus. The Miz getting some great success, and Miz now rolling his eyes at the fans. It's nice to see our WWE superstars like The Miz wanting to acquaint themselves with the WWE Universe in such a way. Not receptive at all. But AJ Styles fights back, and The Miz hits the top rope and then hits the outside. And now, AJ Styles, forearm all the way to the outside. And for however The Miz has tried to avoid the forearm, he got clocked with that one outside the ring. And Styles with an enziguri to the back of the neck. And I think that might just have put a smile on every single fan here in Columbus, and many watching at home on YouTube. The Miz back in the match. I'm sure Shawn Michaels will be watching on. It'll be interesting to know how the Heartbreak Kid feels after he tasted the phenomenal forearm this past week on Raw. Accident or intentional? That's the question. And Styles just got the shoulder up. And for anybody that thought that The Miz was going to be a pushover here at Fastlane, he is proving otherwise. Styles escapes round the back. And AJ Styles dumps The Miz on the back of his neck. But The Miz has been having more success as this match has gone on. Styles hits the ropes. Oh, another forearm. He could have broke the nose of The Miz, and Maurice felt that one. The wife of The Miz looking on concerned for her husband, who is very slow to get to his feet, and Styles allowed a bit of a rest, and The Miz has no idea that Styles is perched behind him. Oh, maybe he did. But did Maurice just give The Miz a sign that Styles was waiting? It could have been the case. Boot to the midsection by The Miz. Snap DDT. Could have him here. 1, 2. Oh, and Styles kicks out at 2. But the Maurice factor once again playing a huge part in this match. Maurice cheering on her man. And The Miz sends Styles to the corner. Awesome clothesline. And that's The Miz that takes to the second rope. It's not like him. This is a risk. And the double axe handle pays off. It's almost like a 2-on-1 at times. And very disrespectful is The Miz. And Styles trying to get to his feet. Having to focus on The Miz and the interruptions from Maurice. And is the pressure of the dream match. And all of this getting to AJ Styles. Pele kick. Maybe not. Styles. Ushigoroshi. And Styles mounts the comeback. A pin. 1, 2. And The Miz kicks out at 2. Maurice thumps the mat, trying to get The Miz to wake up and come around, but AJ Styles has already head to the top rope. Oh, power slam. 1, 2. Oh. And again, Maurice making sure The Miz is aware of the quickness of AJ Styles and a submission applied. And at this time of the match, that's a smart move from The Miz. And I just wonder what The Miz would be like if he does defeat AJ Styles. I'm sure he would be demanding all sorts from General Manager Edge on Monday Night Raw. But this match is not over yet. Styles, 450. Springboard 450. 1, 2. And The Miz. Well, I'll give The Miz credit. He is hanging tough right now. And Styles sends The Miz to the corner. Missed it. Out the way. Again, I'll give a nod to Maurice. I think she said something. And that drop kick absolutely plastered Styles. And oh no. Figure 4. Figure 4. Made famous by the Nature Boy, The Miz. And AJ Styles is going to have to find a way out. But The Miz, smart ring positioning, but oh! AJ Styles turns it over. And The Miz quickly breaks the figure 4 leg lock. Both men hurt. Styles reversing the momentum and the calf crusher. Oh my! What a turnaround! And Maurice saying, please, hang on. But The Miz, oh, he taps out. The Miz is forced to tap out by AJ Styles. And this is how it unfolded. The Miz went for the figure 4, perfect ring positioning, but Styles managed to reverse the momentum, turning The Miz over, and the pressure then on the knee of The Miz. And as The Miz got up, Styles applied the calf crusher, and The Miz, he hung in there, but with nowhere to go, was forced to tap out.
Here is your winner, the
AJ Styles defeats The Miz here at Fastlane, and now the Phenomenal One can look forward and the potential of a dream match with the showstopper Shawn Michaels on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. Oh dear God. These two still going at it. Eric Young and Dean Ambrose had, maybe Dean Ambrose fancied giving Eric Young a wash with the fire extinguisher. He certainly needs it. But this fight, the street fight, which was supposed to start in the ring later on, continues to happen backstage. And it appears they're now in the catering area, and there might not be much catering left after these two have been through it. Shot by Dean Ambrose, another jab by Dean Ambrose, and I don't know how either man is standing. Not just from tonight, but the weeks of abuse between these two. And Eric Young, boot to the midsection. And everywhere these two have gone, the carnage has followed. And but don't do that. Eric Young, well, this is why he's nuts. Just throwing the catering around. I was looking forward to some catering later on after the show, but doesn't look like there'll be much left. What a mess these two have caused, and it's Eric Young with a thunderous clothesline that puts down Dean Ambrose. I'm not sure how Dean Ambrose is still standing after the backstage set in the interview area fell on top of him. Unbelievable. And oh no, now Eric Young has that fire extinguisher, but wrestled away by the lunatic Dean Ambrose. And Dean Ambrose, oh my God. We now turn our attention to the Intercontinental Championship, where it is the challenger who walks in with the title around his waist. The bludgeoner, Luke Harper, stole the championship from the Architect. And now Seth Rollins wants it back. Welcome back to Columbus, Ohio, here for Fastlane. And the Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins is already in the ring. He wants to get this match started, but he's without the championship. And as you can see, that sits around the waist of the challenger, Luke Harper. Very strange circumstances to start this match off this evening. It is the challenger that holds the championship. And Seth Rollins had demanded from General Manager Edge to be given back his Intercontinental Championship ahead of this matchup. But when trying to find Luke Harper, he was nowhere to be found.
Introducing the challenger, weighing in at 275 pounds, Harper. Introducing the champion, from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins.
How bizarre. Harper with the championship, introduced as the challenger. Rollins without the championship, introduced as the champion. You see the plates of Seth Rollins on the Intercontinental strap. And we are set to go Referee signals for the bell. Intercontinental Championship on the line, and Seth Rollins with the knee immediately. And Harper kicks out at 1. Harper back to his feet very quickly. And Seth Rollins wanting to tie and wrap this thing up early if he can, and get the Intercontinental Championship back in his possession. Sends Harper off the ropes. Leapfrog over the top. And a drop kick. Takes down the bludgeoner. Now Rollins putting the boots. Very upset, very angry. And so he should be. And Harper stops Seth Rollins and clubs down across the back of the Architect. And I'm not sure where Luke Harper has been, but this is a very different Luke Harper than we've seen before. Rollins standing moonsault. A kick to the back. And now Seth Rollins grabbing hold of Luke Harper. He takes him to the corner. And Rollins, very aggressive, very emotional start by the champion. Will that play to his advantage or a disadvantage? Oh, goodness. Because Luke Harper seems motionless when he's dishing out the offense. Harper picks up Rollins. Rollins caught the boot. Knee again. He hit that high knee early in the match. Rollins now. Springboard and the knee once again. Rattles Luke Harper, who has to use the ropes to pull himself back to his feet. Rollins straight away on the attack. The Intercontinental Champion wasting no time at all. Kicks, knees, punches, you name it. Seth Rollins is throwing it, but then Luke Harper just throws Seth Rollins across the ring. And you could say it's an aggressive start by both men. Oh! As Rollins goes for the ride one more time. But Rollins breaks free of the clutches and definitely didn't get all of that. Went for the blockbuster. 1, 2. It was an awkward fall. Not just for Luke Harper, but Seth Rollins. Rollins came crashing down from that second turnbuckle. But it is Rollins who retains the offense. And Harper rolls to the apron, trying to catch a breath, take a breather. Managed to do so, comes back in the ring. European uppercut by Luke Harper. Went for the clothesline. And a sling blade by Rollins. If Harper had connected with that clothesline, it could have been over. Instead, Rollins, oh! The moonsault. And Harper got the knees up, and this time, this could be it. 1, 2. Oh, and Rollins with the shoulder up, but Harper came very close to being officially confirmed Intercontinental Champion. And just a reminder, if you are joining us and you saw Luke Harper with the IC strap, I want to clarify, he's not the champion. He stole that championship from Rollins. Rollins is the champion at this point in time, but for how long? Rollins fights free of the clutches of Luke Harper. Forearm shot by Seth Rollins, a second one. And Rollins forced back Luke Harper. And Seth Rollins going through the gears. Rollins hits the ropes and hits Luke Harper with a suicide dive. Rollins is charged up for this one. Referee starting the count. And Seth Rollins does not want this one to end via a count out, even though he would retain the title. Rollins went for the chop. Harper stepped back out the way, and that European uppercut again puts down Seth Rollins. Rollins back up, escapes around the back. Harper then reversed Seth Rollins. And head first. Using Rollins' head like a battering ram into the turnbuckle, but Seth Rollins, neck breaker. A knee right into the chest of Luke Harper. And a running elbow as well. Wanted to keep down the bludgeoner. Easier said than done. And a float over pin. 1, 2. And Harper kicks out at 2. And don't forget, still to come tonight, the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Drew McIntyre defends his championship, not against the #1 contender. Randy Orton is out, and Braun Strowman, the Monster Among Men, is in. But if Strowman is to lose against McIntyre tonight, he will no longer be able to challenge McIntyre for the World's Championship again. We must also remember the stipulation that if McIntyre is disqualified or counted out, the title will change hands. But right now, it's about the Intercontinental Championship. Rollins versus Harper, boot to the midsection by the champion. Drop kick takes down Luke Harper, and Rollins has a think about it and now heads up to take a high risk. Rollins, frog splash. 1, 2, Seth Rollins came very close to defeating Luke Harper, but it may now be just a matter of moments. Rollins, Harper stopped Seth Rollins, and Luke Harper, 360 over the top rope go both men, but Harper lands on his feet, and the referee started to count, and Harper looked at the referee like he didn't know what was going on. Discus clothesline. Well, the champion has been laid out. Referee up to the count of 5, and where is Luke Harper going? Oh no. Luke Harper just took the Intercontinental Championship. The referee up to the count of 7. What's he doing? Referee up to 8. Rollins doesn't have a clue. Oh no. No. Count of 9. And the referee has counted both men out, but Luke Harper is leaving once again with the Intercontinental Championship. Well, Seth Rollins may have heard the bell, but what he doesn't know, which he does now, is that Luke Harper has once again hijacked and taken his Intercontinental Championship. Oh my. Well, I guess it's time for the street fight. These two lunatics, Dean Ambrose and Eric Young, have finally found their way into the arena after fighting backstage. They fought in the parking lot, in the interview area, in catering, and now they're fighting out here in front of the fans. How on earth are these two still standing? I don't know. We've seen Dean Ambrose having a backstage set fall on him. Eric Young has been powerbombed onto a fire extinguisher. And yet these two fight on. And here they come towards the ring. Ambrose dragging Eric Young, but Eric Young puts a stop to that. Oh, and then into the steel. Elbow to the back of the neck. They might not be out here for long. Who knows where they're going to go? And that's Eric Young dragging Dean Ambrose towards the ring. And Ambrose stops Young. Columbus, Ohio on their feet. Watching these two knock lumps out of each other. And oh my, I did not see that. Eric Young has been split wide open. Eric Young is a bloody mess, courtesy of Dean Ambrose, who now brings Eric Young into the ring. The referee checking, and the bell gets this street fight underway. It's been going on all night. And Ambrose wants Young up. And somehow, some way, Eric Young, he don't know where he is. He's throwing air punches, but he gets up, and Ambrose with a crossbody takes him back down. And this all started when Eric Young put Dean Ambrose through a table on SmackDown Live. Still no explanation. I just think it's the fact that he's nuts. But these two both have a screw loose, and they continue to fight, and the street fight has now officially begun. You heard the bell. So one of these two might actually pick up a victory. DDT! Eric Young. 1, 2. Ambrose with the shoulder up. But only just. But look at Eric Young, a bloody mess. And oh no. What does Eric Young have on his mind? Eric Young has found himself a kendo stick. Oh! And now begins to dissect Dean Ambrose, lashing him with that kendo stick. One between the eyes, one to the ribs, one to the back, one to the back of the leg. An assault with the kendo stick. I think the crowd a little bit shocked by the sheer amount of blood loss from Eric Young. He still fights on, holding his head as he does so. And now choking the life out of Dean Ambrose, and this has got very graphic, very quick. This is not for the faint at heart. Went for a punch, did Eric Young. Dean Ambrose, knee to the face, and that cut is getting wider and wider, and the blood continues to pour from Eric Young. Oh, Eric Young blocked Dean Ambrose, but Dean Ambrose with a lunatic clothesline. Where's Dean Ambrose going? I have no idea what these two are thinking. Oh, well, I do now. Dean Ambrose bringing a table into play. And we've seen Ambrose go through a table, not once, but twice, thanks to Eric Young. And Ambrose setting up that table. Young pulled up to his feet. These two are tough as nails. But not quite the ticket, and the blood. Oh, God. If you're squeamish, you might want to look away. Now Ambrose, well, Ambrose won't. Continues to beat the life out of Eric Young, and the kendo stick which Eric Young brought into play now being used against him. Eric Young, a glutton for punishment. And Ambrose picks up Eric Young, and that table just sits there awaiting its use. And Eric Young absolutely exhausted, but oh, he's got the kendo stick again. Oh! Oh my. And now it's Dean Ambrose, who has a crimson mask. Both men bleeding here at Fastlane in this street fight, and it's all legal. They can do what they like to each other. And you can see both men tired, exhausted, and these punches, or jawjacker by Eric Young, went for a big punch, but Ambrose with a forearm, and they are stumbling all over the ring. They can barely stand, and Ambrose says, "Come on then, fight." And Eric Young, well, he doesn't need to be asked twice. Eric Young grabs Dean Ambrose, who was out on his feet. Oh no. Oh no. Eric Young, don't do it. Elbow through the table. Good Lord. 1, 2, 3. Eric Young wins the street fight. Well, the street fight commenced much earlier than expected, but it finally made its way to the ring, and Eric Young, bloodied and battered, with an elbow from the top. You see it once again here. Look at this. Boom. Through a bloodied Dean Ambrose. And he might not look like a winner, but Eric Young wins the street fight.
Here is your winner, Eric Young.
An absolute war between these two lunatics. He's laughing. He's nuts. But is the war over? We'll have to wait and see. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, we have tag team silverware on the line as Heavy Machinery get another shot at the tag team champions, Cesaro and Cassius Ohno, the kings of wrestling. The hard-headed Heavy Machinery, Tucker Knight and Otis Dozovic get another crack at the tag team champions after they pushed them to the limit a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown, and General Manager Christian rewarding them for their efforts in a match which ended with a very scrappy victory for Cesaro and Cassius Ohno. Will the outcome be any different for Heavy Machinery? And this is the second tag team match tonight. Because on the Fastlane kickoff, we crowned new Raw Tag Team Champions. And you can check out the kickoff show via the link in the description box below. And here comes the Kings, the Tag Team Champions of SmackDown, Cesaro, and the Knockout Artist, Cassius Ohno. The Kings of Wrestling defend their Tag Team Championship tonight, but they will be keeping an eye over their shoulder because they know that John Cena is back. We don't know when John Cena will turn up and what John Cena will do, but one thing we do know is that Cena is on the hunt for the Kings of Wrestling. He showed up at the Royal Rumble, cost Cassius Ohno the Rumble match, according to Cassius Ohno, and then we saw Cena speaking to General Manager Christian, welcomed back. So when does Cena strike next? And does it vote well for the two men that retired him at Hell in a Cell many months ago?
Combined weight of 650 pounds, Tucker Knight and Otis Dozovic, Heavy Machinery. And their opponents, at a combined weight of 492 pounds, they are the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Cesaro and Cassius Ohno.
The Opportunists, the Tag Team Champions, the Kings of Wrestling, handing over the Tag Team Championship of SmackDown Live to our official. They know they're in for a huge test tonight against Heavy Machinery, and it will be Tucker Knight and Cesaro to start things off. And the European uppercut by Cesaro. Usually if Cesaro hits you with a European uppercut, or Cassius Ohno delivers an elbow, your opponent goes down. But not these two. Very hard-headed are Heavy Machinery. And the Kings of Wrestling experienced that firsthand. They dished it out. And Heavy Machinery soaked it up. Otis Dozovic went for a kick to the back. Cesaro with a European uppercut to the back of the neck. And Dozovic did hit the mat, but only momentarily. Back up. And Cesaro has to keep on Otis Dozovic, who is a unit, a tank of a man. And Dozovic, throws Cesaro across the ring. Went to flatten Cesaro, and the European uppercut only staggers Dozovic. And again, the Kings of Wrestling might have to evaluate their game plan, and Dozovic giving just as good as Cassius Ohno gives. Ohno loves to taunt his opponents. Heavy Machinery unfazed by the taunts of the Kings of Wrestling. And Dozovic was going to work in the corner, but Cesaro found a way out. And Cesaro throwing those European uppercuts, but Dozovic, look at this. What's it going to take to put Otis Dozovic down? Unbelievable. And now Dozovic with the jabs. And Cesaro, look at the mark on Cesaro's face. Punch marks from the jabs of Otis Dozovic. He just stood still and walked through the European uppercuts of the Swiss Superman. As Otis Dozovic and Tucker Knight pack their trunks full of kryptonite? Maybe. Seems that right at the moment. These two building in confidence, gaining in confidence. And it is the Kings of Wrestling, the tag team champions, who are on the back foot. And Cesaro tried to make the tag, trying to bring in Cassius Ohno. Boy, could they want a knockout right now. They're not getting it. Instead, they're getting a beat down from Heavy Machinery. And a big boot allows Cesaro to catch his breath. And Cesaro sends Tucker Knight to the corner. But Tucker Knight willing to fight his way out of the corner of the Kings. And he does so. Hip toss takedown and Tucker Knight pumping it up. And Cesaro, oh wow, just got waffled. Elbow to the back of the head. And Cesaro has been in there for quite a while now. Needs to look for the tag to bring in the knockout artist. And Cesaro drags Tucker Knight to the corner. Not with ease. No, double team maneuver. The Kings swing. And swing Tucker Knight into a basement dropkick and a pin. 1, 2. You see Cesaro coming in to make sure Otis Dozovic doesn't play any part in this match. To make sure that he does not break the pin of Cassius Ohno. But Tucker Knight staying in the match thus far. And Cassius Ohno with those wristbands and well, headbands, they are armbands, but Cassius Ohno wears them on his head, mocking John Cena still, even to this day, after he retired the man, still won't let up. Quite clearly, John Cena has had enough. Made his return at the Royal Rumble. Oh, come on. I mentioned John Cena and Cassius Ohno said, you can't see me. And Tucker Knight said, yes, I can. Clobbered the knockout artist. Now Ohno back up. That was nice. Very nice. Tucker Knight crawling to his corner to try and make the tag. Cassius Ohno cuts him off. Just the arrogance once again of Cassius Ohno, allowing Tucker Knight to get only so far and to pull him away. But Tucker Knight, tried to splash, missed it. But then Cassius Ohno got caught out. These two men putting up all the stops. And it's Cassius Ohno. Straight jacket powerbomb. And again, Cassius Ohno says, you can't see me, to Otis Dozovic. And this time he doesn't get punched in the face for his troubles. Very arrogant tag team champions beginning to get a stronghold in this match, but momentarily Tucker Knight again fights forward. Tucker Knight won't back down, and this is the exact same as the first encounter. Heavy Machinery were not afraid to stand and exchange with the Kings of Wrestling, and a double team, and Cassius Ohno went up and down. Now Otis Dozovic in, and Dozovic with the splash finally getting his hands on Cassius Ohno. And Delzinski. Oh, a worm. Elbow right into the chest. That was something. And Tucker Knight enjoyed it too. Otis Delzinski maybe enjoyed it a little too much. Went for the clothesline. Oh! Rolling elbow right on the jaw. Oh, that'll do it. Delzinski. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. John Cena? Cena is here. Hey! And our official was attending to Tucker Knight on the apron. Cassius Ohno. Oh my! 1, 2, oh! Oh no! Managed to escape. But that was very close. And the Kings of Wrestling are in deep trouble. 1, 2, oh! Cassius Ohno having to go it alone. Cesaro is down from an AA from John Cena. The referee saw nothing. This match continues. And the Tag Team Championship run of the Kings of Wrestling is in jeopardy. Delzinski. Oh, ran into the big boot. It's 2-on-1. Cassius Ohno. Pile driver. The knockout artist is going to have to dig deep if him and Cesaro are going to retain the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Oh no! Cyclone kick. He caught Delzinski. And a pin. 1, 2, no. But this has almost turned into a handicap match since John Cena got involved. And Cassius Ohno is up against it. 2-on-1. Great opportunity for Heavy Machinery. Oh no, elbow. Cassius Ohno still fighting on and taking a moment to interact with the fans and maybe even look for John Cena, and that was a mistake. Tucker Knight hits the ring. And now Tucker Knight calling up Cassius Ohno. Tucker Knight with the crossbody pin. 1, 2, oh no, kicks out at 2. And Otis Delzinski rolled to the outside after that elbow. Feeling the effects of the elbow from Cassius Ohno. And it's almost back to a level playing field. Tucker Knight versus Cassius Ohno. Knight missed the kick, turns around. Big shot from Cassius Ohno, a thunderous one. But Tucker Knight thumps him back. Look at this. Standing tall, Tucker Knight willing to exchange with Cassius Ohno. The hard head of Tucker Knight. Look at this, and the crowd appreciating the out-and-out fight. Shot after shot. Tucker Knight rocks Cassius Ohno. And Cassius Ohno, I think, just knocked Tucker Knight out. Somehow, some way, the Kings retain. Huge drama in this tag team match. John Cena came through the crowd to get some of Cesaro and AA The referee saw nothing. You couldn't see him. And then this. Cassius Ohno had to go it alone. And it was a rolling elbow by the knockout artist, which KO'd Heavy Machinery. 1, 2, 3.
Here are your winners and still SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Cesaro and Cassius Ohno.
The Kings of Wrestling retain, but that doesn't tell the entire story. They got lucky. This is the second time that John Cena has attacked Cesaro and Cassius Ohno, and this is a very dangerous John Cena, and who knows when he will strike next. After weeks of questioning the credentials of the #1 contender and his ability to defeat WWE Champion Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, the King of Strong Style looks to prove Dolph Ziggler wrong. It's Shinsuke Nakamura versus the show-off Dolph Ziggler, and it's next. Here comes the show-off, and he's been very vocal about his feelings towards Shinsuke Nakamura on the road to WrestleMania.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Hollywood, Florida, weighing in at 218 pounds, Dolph Ziggler.
Has Dolph Ziggler got into the head of the #1 contender? It feels that way after Nakamura walked away from a confrontation with Ziggler. That is very uncharacteristic from the King of Strong Style. Never one to back down from a fight. But it happened on Raw. Dolph Ziggler has been playing the mind games, but they all stop tonight. But what are we going to get from Shinsuke Nakamura? A confident Nakamura, or a Nakamura filled with doubt? Nakamura certainly looks the part here in Columbus, but could looks be deceiving?
And his opponent from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura.
The Royal Rumble winner, the undefeated Shinsuke Nakamura. I have never been one to doubt the King of Strong Style until this past Monday when he walked away. That was not Shinsuke Nakamura, and Ziggler has kept on chipping away week after week. So we simply don't know what we're gonna get here at Fastlane with Shinsuke Nakamura, and I'm sure the Beast, Brock Lesnar, who is not scheduled to wrestle here tonight, either he or his advocate will be watching this one closely. And just listen to the crowd. With Dolph Ziggler's home state is Ohio. He's from Cleveland. And it's no surprise he might have some supporters here tonight. But that won't help the mindset of Shinsuke Nakamura. And Nakamura with the knee to the face of Dolph Ziggler. Undefeated. Has not been pinned. Has not been made to submit. But will the pressure get to Nakamura? Ziggler will be looking to seize the opportunity if it does. Reversal by the King of Strong Style. Shoulder to the midsection. A second. Went for that kick, but Ziggler aware of it. Turn the tables. And a cheer from the Ohio crowd. Mixed reaction. Nakamura a little bit slow to get to his feet. And a suplex. This is not the sort of start we're used to seeing from Shinsuke Nakamura. Usually a much more controlled Nakamura. It's not there at the moment. Elbow to the back by Dolph Ziggler, followed by a second. Nakamura, caught the foot, snaps over Dolph Ziggler. And the Ohio crowd getting on the case of Nakamura. Knee to the midsection, kick to the back of the neck. Nakamura with a stiff shot. Went for the belly-to-belly headbutt by Dolph Ziggler. Whether or not Dolph Ziggler actually believes that Nakamura doesn't have a chance against Brock Lesnar, at this point in time it's irrelevant, because it's clear that those accusations and that criticism has affected Nakamura, who finds a way out of the half crab. Ziggler up. Got caught with a forearm and puts him down to a knee. Gets back up and a stun gun across the top rope, a pin. One. Just the one count. And Dolph Ziggler running his mouth again. Any chance he gets to talk down about Shinsuke Nakamura, he's going to do it. And a ravishing neck breaker. Picks up Nakamura. Sends him to the corner. Ziggler. Went for the splash. Missed it. Nakamura. Takes up Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler. Fist to the face. Manages to break free. It was a powerbomb attempt, I think. And Nakamura unable to pull it off. And Ziggler has been one step ahead of Nakamura throughout this match. Shoulder tackle, a second one. And using the joint of the elbow to rake the face of Nakamura, and now choking Shinsuke Nakamura. Referee. Ziggler had to the count of 5. He did break the hold, but still. Maybe that just woke up Nakamura. About time. And Nakamura with a knee to the gut. A kick to the face. Nakamura trying to clear the cobwebs. Has to get going. Has to find his rhythm, which hasn't been there tonight. That flow of offense. Maybe now. Nakamura sends Ziggler to the corner. Here comes Shinsuke Nakamura. Dolph Ziggler caught the boot. Super kick to the gut. And down goes Nakamura. And Ziggler with the knee. Just can't get the offense off. Dolph Ziggler taking Nakamura to the outside of the ring now. Referee starts the count. And Ziggler. Come on. Dolph Ziggler using the barricade as a tag team partner at the moment. This is a singles contest. Face first. Nakamura falls down to the concrete floor. Referee up to the count of 6. And a clothesline. And the referee approaching 7, but Dolph Ziggler brings back in Shinsuke Nakamura. Significant damage done to Nakamura on the outside of the ring. Now a submission to wear down the King of Strong Style. And the referee asking the question. Nakamura escapes. Big shot by Nakamura. And this time, can he? Power bomb. 1, 2. That was better from Nakamura. And now Nakamura wants Dolph Ziggler up. Ziggler gets to his feet. DDT. This is the best bit of offense at Shinsuke Nakamura, who's had a stutter, stop-start in this match. Forearm shot. Ziggler went to respond, but Nakamura grabbed Ziggler. A bit more urgency about this. Kick to the midsection. A second one. A third. And down goes Dolph Ziggler. And this is much more like the Nakamura we all know. Vintage Nakamura. And Nakamura beginning to mount the offense, and this is not what Dolph Ziggler would have wanted. Dragon Sleeper cranking up the pressure now on the show-off. And now it's the show-off's credentials that are being put in doubt. How will Dolph Ziggler respond? Oh, he escaped. Tricky individual, Dolph Ziggler, and a neck breaker. And the Ohio crowd cheers for Dolph Ziggler. Very interesting crowd reaction for this matchup. Splash in the corner, Stinger splash. Now Ziggler again applying the pressure in the middle of the ring this time round. Relinquishes the hold. Ziggler now moving to the second turnbuckle. The show off, showing off. Has he taken too long? No. Shinsuke Nakamura unable to get out the way. But Nakamura not out of it yet. Fights back. Oh, wow. Caught him on the second one. 1, 2. And Ziggler kicks out at 2. Maybe signs of frustration from Shinsuke Nakamura. Questioning the official. Don't see that often either. That stinging forearm has been one of the successes for Nakamura tonight. Not many, but it is one. And Dolph Ziggler again. Sunset flip. And the inconsistency in offense from Nakamura is causing him a lot of problems. Dolph Ziggler, neck breaker again, and the neck is taking some serious damage. DDT! Oh, this could be all. 1, 2, oh! How close is Dolph Ziggler from becoming the first man to defeat Shinsuke Nakamura? Ziggler even having time to catch his breath. And now drags Nakamura towards the ropes. Nakamura is being picked apart by Dolph Ziggler. Half the fans on board with Dolph Ziggler, maybe not half, maybe I was giving him too much, but many concerned for Shinsuke Nakamura. Are they going to witness history here and see his first loss at Fastlane? Look at these elbows, repeated elbows. Oh! This could be all. Nakamura, very slow to get to his feet. Ziggler looking for the zigzag. Shinsuke Nakamura broke the hold. Nakamura, a flourish of offense. And that sent Dolph Ziggler rolling to the outside. Oh, and then Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, very smart. Drop kick caught Nakamura and then drops Nakamura against the ring apron. And Dolph Ziggler heads back in the ring. Once again, just showing one step ahead, and Ziggler looking to this crowd here in Ohio. There is support for him, but Nakamura now stands. But will he fight? Oh! Went for the kick. Nakamura swept the leg away. Super kick on the jaw. And I'm surprised that Ziggler did not go for the pin. Zigzag! Now he will. 1, 2, no! Shinsuke Nakamura is still alive. But for how much longer? Nakamura is down. Ziggler says, what is it gonna take? He's hit him with the super kick. He's hit him with the zigzag. He's been one step ahead throughout this match, but still Nakamura stays in there. A shot. Nakamura goes down, but he gets back up again, and oh my God! Nakamura says, come on! And the inverted exploder. And just like that, Nakamura has weathered the storm of Dolph Ziggler. Here we go. Kinshasa. And Nakamura signals to the crowd, but doesn't go for the pin. Oh, Nakamura again, putting it beyond doubt. 1, 2, 3. Shinsuke Nakamura defeats Dolph Ziggler. It was a bumpy ride for Shinsuke Nakamura throughout this match, and Dolph Ziggler questioned Nakamura every step of the way, but the credentials of Nakamura shone through. A Kinshasa, followed by a second to put any more questions beyond doubt.
Here is your winner, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Next stop for the King of Strong Style, a WrestleMania main event with the WWE Champion, the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Oh boy, it's the most anticipated match of the night. The monster among men, Braun Strowman, who returned to SmackDown Live this past Friday and forced his rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship. This left plenty of casualties, which included the #1 contender, Randy Orton. So Orton is out and Strowman is in. But if Strowman cannot defeat Drew McIntyre, he will be unable to challenge for the World's Championship again. And let's not forget, if McIntyre is counted out or disqualified, he will lose the championship. 60% of you cast your vote via the community tab on my YouTube channel that this is the most anticipated match of the night, as Braun Strowman returns to action, and this past Friday he brought the chaos with him, taking out Scott Hall, Kevin Nash and the #1 contender Randy Orton. That means that the world's champion Drew McIntyre will have to go this one alone, with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash not being here, and Randy Orton will have to watch this one from the sidelines. But it's last chance saloon for Braun Strowman. If he doesn't beat McIntyre tonight, he can never challenge for the World's Championship again. As Columbus, Ohio turns black and white, the World Heavyweight Champion and leader of the new World Order, Drew McIntyre, has arrived. And you see the World's Championship around the waist of McIntyre, gifted by Shane McMahon. How he regrets that decision now. Drew McIntyre has used the World's Championship as a bargaining chip. Can Braun Strowman take it away? That is the question. And who are the odds stacked in favour of? Braun Strowman and his last opportunity? Or Drew McIntyre, who cannot have any shenanigans or he will lose the World Championship? If he's counted out, he loses the championship. If he's disqualified, he loses the championship. McIntyre must win at any cost. And don't forget, our sponsor for Universe Mode Fastlane is Grapple Clothing. Check the link in the description box below and use my discount code Delzinski to save 10% on all Grapple merch. So we are just moments away from the World Heavyweight Championship match.
Introducing the challenger, weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman. Introducing the champion, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, he is the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre handing over the World Heavyweight Championship to our official. Is he handing it over for the last time? Braun Strowman taking a good look. Is this his last chance to challenge for the World Championship? High stakes. Here we go. The referee signals for the bell and this contest is underway, and Drew McIntyre quickly bails out and heads to the outside. He's not going to be able to run for long. McIntyre heads back in the ring as Strowman comes after him. Braun Strowman comes forward again and Drew McIntyre bows out again. How long's he going to do this for? McIntyre watching Strowman, and Strowman, well, I thought for a moment there McIntyre was going to try and capitalise as Strowman walked around the steps, but he didn't. He backed off again and oh, come on. Don't give me that. McIntyre making out he wants a piece of Braun Strowman. It's obvious he doesn't. And Strowman comes back in. McIntyre this time fires a shot and oh, goodness me. Braun Strowman making sure McIntyre gets these hands, but oh. McIntyre again takes a time out and Strowman is in command in the middle of the ring. Referee starts to count again. McIntyre can't be counted out. He will lose the championship. McIntyre backs off again. Stands behind the referee as Strowman enters the ring. And now McIntyre comes forward. He's just waiting for Strowman to come back in this time. And it's McIntyre who sends Strowman off the ropes. Elbow to the chin. And Braun Strowman. Well, it momentarily stunned Strowman, but not enough to knock him down. And Braun Strowman on the attack. Shoulder to the midsection, a second by the monster among men. And Drew McIntyre quickly boots out the corner. But Braun Strowman picks up Drew McIntyre. Oh! Head first into the turnbuckle. McIntyre is going to have to move some to stay out the clutches of Braun Strowman, who clobbers the world's champion. Is Drew McIntyre going to lose the bargaining chip that is the world's championship? This is what Strowman has wanted for quite some time. No more shenanigans from Drew McIntyre. And Strowman picks up McIntyre by the neck and drives him down into the mat. I'm pretty sure Strowman has not forgotten that it was McIntyre of the New World Order who placed that chair around the neck of Braun Strowman and stomped on it, putting Strowman out, but not for long. I think it shocked everybody the lack of recovery time that Braun Strowman took coming back this past Friday. And he brought the chaos with him, and McIntyre knows it. Oh, a huge drop kick by Braun Strowman, a pin. 1, 2, and McIntyre kicks out at 2. Oh, just walked right over the World Champion. Oh, one more time. It's not looking good for McIntyre in the opening stage of this match. Braun Strowman, monster handling Drew McIntyre, lifting him up like he weighs nothing. And Strowman roars at the fans here in Columbus, Ohio, a sold-out Fastlane pay-per-view. If you're enjoying the show, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And McIntyre fights back, but Strowman stops the World Champion, sends McIntyre off the ropes. DDT by Drew McIntyre. First major offense from the champion. 1, 2, oh, just the 1 count. And McIntyre says, get up. And McIntyre, the shoulder tackle. Explosive from McIntyre. He has to remain that way for this match. He's going to have to keep moving quickly with fast attacks. But for how long can he do that? With Braun Strowman and the immense strength of the monster among men. McIntyre backs off. This is unwise. He gets away with it. I would not waste any time at all. McIntyre sizes up Strowman. Took too long. I warned you. And Strowman launches Drew McIntyre all the way across the squared circle. Elbow to the back of the net by Braun Strowman. And for a big punch, McIntyre saw it coming. Puts the brakes on. But Strowman just shoves down McIntyre. And another massive drop kick. And the World Champion bails out. Needs to take a moment. He's not going to get a moment. And he sees Strowman coming. Heads around the ring, trying to get away from the monster, being chased down by Braun Strowman. And Strowman comes after him. Back in the ring we go. McIntyre, oh, walks straight into the slam. 1, 2, oh. Well, McIntyre thought he'd smartly brought Strowman in so he could cheaply attack him. It didn't work. Strowman grabbed McIntyre, drove him down into the mat, and a headbutt for good measure. And McIntyre, the game plan of hit and run is not working. Strowman picks up McIntyre. Oh, DDT again. McIntyre taking a moment. 1, 2. Oh, and Strowman kicks out at 2. And McIntyre having to gather his bearings before making the pin. He sustained a lot of damage and holding the chest. No Scott Hall. No Kevin Nash. No New World Order to help Drew McIntyre out. He's on his own tonight. McIntyre climbs up the corner gradually, and Braun Strowman roars at Drew McIntyre, and the assault of the world champion is not letting up. McIntyre has to find a way through. Oh, and a headbutt. That's one way to deal with Braun Strowman. McIntyre came very close. Do not discount Drew McIntyre. He is a great wrestler and he can brawl, but can he brawl with Braun Strowman? Particularly when Strowman knows this is his last opportunity. And McIntyre wants Strowman up, awaits the monster. And Braun Strowman gets up and a second chop right between the eyes. And McIntyre is going to go there once again. Calling up Braun Strowman again. And oh, well, too many times. And Braun Strowman, inverted chokeslam. Face first into the mat. 1, 2. Oh, and McIntyre gets the shoulder up. Braun Strowman wanted the 3. Not yet, but he's getting closer. And Strowman again just picks up Drew McIntyre like he weighs nothing. Nothing at all. Nada. Big punch by Strowman. McIntyre stunned. Stumbling back is the world champion. I'm not sure how he's standing. That is great resilience from the champion. And McIntyre. Oh, Alabama slam. Using the momentum of the ropes to help get Strowman up and down. And now, oh, Celtic cross by McIntyre. 1, 2, oh, and Strowman powers out. And McIntyre looks in disbelief. Is this the breakthrough though for the world champion? Strowman is up. McIntyre, boot to the midsection. Future shock DDT. This is all. 1, 2. Oh! He kicked out of the future shock DDT. And McIntyre on the move. Strowman up again. Claymore kick. This'll do it. 1, 2. Oh my God. Braun Strowman has kicked out of the Celtic cross. He's kicked out of the future shock DDT. And he just kicked out of the Claymore kick. And McIntyre is running out of ideas and, well, wait a minute. You can't get disqualified. You can't. You will lose the championship, McIntyre. Drew McIntyre. Oh, wait a minute. Triple H. What the hell? Pedigree to the world's champion and... Hold on a minute. Braun Strowman has just been disqualified due to Triple H and that pedigree. And it was Braun Strowman who walked out on Triple H at Survivor Series. And the game is back. And wait just a second. He hasn't come alone. The #1 contender, Randy Orton. What is going on? Chaos, but this time it's not Strowman. It's Batista. It's Evolution. Oh my God. 3 against 1. And I don't even think Strowman knows that Batista has made his move. Strowman turns around. No. Batista bomb RKO. This is unreal. Triple H is back. He was fired at Survivor Series, lost his job, and he clearly blames Braun Strowman. Evolution has ensured Strowman can never challenge for the World Championship against Drew McIntyre again. Ladies and gentlemen, I am shocked. Triple H, Randy Orton, Batista, Evolution just. I don't know. But we must now turn our attention to your main event. The last kicker, Becky Lynch, goes one-on-one with the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler, and the winner will go on to face the WWE Women's Champion at WrestleMania. It's main event time, and here comes Becky Balboa.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch running to the ring with a purpose. She is ready to fight, and it's a bold move, putting her #1 contendership on the line, which she earned by winning the 15 Women's Royal Rumble match. But Becky Lynch, sick and tired of the attacks on the women's locker room by Shayna Baszler and being choked out by Baszler, has decided to take this matchup tonight. Will she regret that decision? Baszler has choked out Lynch. She's choked out Charlotte. The Queen of Spades wants to be the queen of the women's division.
And her opponent, from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Shayna Baszler.
This is the first step for Shayna Baszler to knock off Becky Lynch and then go on to WrestleMania to face the women's champion. Shayna Baszler and her assaults and attacks have led to this matchup, and here we go. These two not wasting any time at all, picking up where they left off when Becky Lynch applied to disarm her to Shayna Baszler. And the referee signals for the bell, and the main event is underway, and Becky Lynch on the attack. Becky Lynch putting the boots to Shayna Baszler. And it is the pressure that is on Becky Lynch. She was the one that issued the challenge. She didn't have to. Shayna Baszler has it all to gain. Boot to the midsection by Lynch. The Women's Royal Rumble winner. It could all mean nothing by the time Fastlane is over. And Baszler forcing the knee into the back of Lynch. And the Kirifuda clutch has choked out Becky Lynch before, but Lynch disarmed Shayna Baszler on SmackDown Live. So it could come down to who can apply their submission first. Baszler with a knee to the side of the head of Becky Lynch. And Shayna Baszler with that MMA background. A great striker, a great grappler. Lynch needs to respond, and she does. Oh, Inseguri, but only stunned Becky Lynch, who comes back with a drop kick of her own. Baszler back up turns around. Becky Lynch right in the face of Shayna Baszler. And an arm drag takedown, and Becky Lynch, focus, goes to the arm. And she will need to do that. Soften and weaken the arm. She started that process on SmackDown. And she's picking up here at Fastlane. Elbow to the back of the neck. Forearm shot by Lynch. Shayna Baszler forces Becky Lynch back. Sends Lynch off the ropes. Oh, and a spear takedown by Shayna Baszler. Becky Lynch hit the mat very awkwardly. And did you see that cheap shot, the stomp to the arm? And now it's Baszler working the arm of Lynch. Maybe a counter to ensure that Becky Lynch can't apply the disarm her. Smart move. Now Baszler driving the point of the elbow into the face of Becky Lynch. Very aggressive style. Baszler tries to take the arm again, and Becky Lynch, aware of it this time, rolled through, escaped, and Lynch ties up the arm of Baszler. Becky Lynch using Baszler's own weight to come down on her arm. Becky Lynch moves up to the second rope, calling up Shayna Baszler. Perched and waiting. Drop kick. That was perfect. And Lynch makes the pin. One. Just a one count against Baszler. And Baszler gets up to her feet and walks straight into a forearm from Becky Lynch. Baszler, ever such more. A stiffer shot from Shayna Baszler, but Becky Lynch will fight. She's got the nickname Becky Balboa, and she's not called that for nothing. And Becky Lynch going to work on the arm again. The focus point for Becky Lynch in this match, so she can apply the disarm her. But Shayna Baszler, aware of that game plan. And for another shot did Shayna Baszler. Becky Lynch, DDT! 1, 2 count for Lynch. Becky Lynch keeping on top of Shayna Baszler. Won't allow Baszler to get any time to recover. Baszler finds a way to escape the clutches of Becky Lynch and drives Lynch into the corner. Kick to the side, and again. Shayna Baszler focuses on the arm of Becky Lynch. Hip toss takedown, just snap back Becky Lynch. And the crowd firmly behind the last kicker in our main event. And it's been a crazy night here at Fastlane. Moments ago, Triple H returned, and he didn't come alone. He brought Batista, Randy Orton, an revolution here at Fastlane to stop Braun Strowman. And Braun Strowman cannot challenge for the World Championship against Drew McIntyre again. And Becky Lynch, suicide dive through the middle rope. Cranking it up is the last kicker. And the referee begins the count. And Becky Lynch, not afraid to rough things up with the Queen of Spades. That's that fiery attitude of Becky Lynch, who now sends Shayna Baszler back into the ring. Some damage done on the outside, and Lynch already on the top rope. Waits for Baszler. Hurricane Rana pin. 1, 2. Oh! And Becky Lynch nearly got the 3. And almost once again secured her spot against the Women's Champion at WrestleMania. but not yet. Baszler, still in this match, forces Becky Lynch back, picks her up, and a takedown to the current #1 contender. As I said, Shayna Baszler really does have it all to gain tonight. She forced this situation, and she did so by attacking the women's locker room with a Kirifuda clutch, even choking out Charlotte, the women's champion, who I'm sure is watching this one. Lynch with a drop kick. And Becky Lynch, submission applied, arm lock applied. And really testing Shayna Baszler now. And what damage was done on SmackDown from the disarm her. How much damage was done to the arm of Shayna Baszler already? But Shayna Baszler found a way out. And she's up. And Baszler with the knee. 1, 2, oh! Caught Becky Lynch flush. And that kick too stunned Becky Lynch. Baszler again. Those kicks to the arm. When she gets an opportunity, she takes a dig. Sidewalk slam from Shayna Baszler. And Baszler now working the arm of Lynch. She knows what the goal is for Becky Lynch, to disarm the Queen of Spades. Kick to the midsection by Becky Lynch, breaks the hold, ties up with Baszler, and a different attempt from Becky Lynch, a sleeper hold. Trying to put Baszler to sleep. Can she do it? Baszler, oh look at the strength of Shayna Baszler. She poured the arms apart of Becky Lynch. And Lynch just comes back for more. High knee by Becky Lynch. And Shayna Baszler, Hurricane Rana. What a move. Becky Lynch pulling all the stops out. Heads to the top rope. Elbow from the top. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, yo! And Baszler got the shoulder up. But now, Becky Lynch trying to wrench the shoulder out of the socket of Shayna Baszler. But once again, Baszler breaks free. And a neck breaker. Great contest here for your main event at Fastlane. Both women giving it their all to become the #1 contender to challenge the women's champion at WrestleMania. And Lynch with a forearm, but Baszler with a takedown. And Shayna Baszler. Oh, Shayna Baszler locking in the submission, trying to squeeze the life out of Becky Lynch. And you see Becky Lynch tussling to find an escape. Can she do it? Can she break free? And oh wow, Becky Balboa breaks the clutch of Shayna Baszler. Becky giving just as good as she gets. And Baszler, sunset flip. 1, 2. Oh, could you imagine if the match had ended on a sunset flip? Something so quick to take the opportunity away from Becky Lynch. Lynch gets up. Oh, she might not get up after that. And she's being picked up by Shayna Baszler, who kicks Becky Lynch back down. 1, 2. And Becky Lynch kicks out at 2. This contest beginning to get to a point where fatigue may just set in. Who is the better conditioned? And which one has suffered the effects more? From the Kirifuda clutch or the disarm her? And you see Shayna Baszler working on the arm of Lynch again to try and evade the disarm her. And Lynch knows that is what Shayna Baszler is up to. And Baszler, again, that kick. And that may have laid Becky Lynch out. Caught Becky Lynch square. And picks up Lynch, hits the ropes. Oh my. Oh my. 2 straight kicks to Becky Lynch, and now a camel clutch applied. Referee asking the question, Becky Lynch fighting it with every ounce and escapes. Pulls the leg away with Shayna Baszler. Turns around. Becky Lynch. Exploder. And Becky Lynch. Can she? Can she disarm Shayna Baszler? It's applied. Shayna Baszler. Baszler escaped out the back. Boot to the midsection. And Shayna Baszler now has that grip locked around Becky Lynch, and the strength from Baszler after the disarm her to pull that maneuver off. And Becky Lynch valiantly kicks out at 2. Who will go to WrestleMania to challenge the women's champion? It hangs in the balance. Is it gonna be Lynch? Is it gonna be Baszler? Let me know in the chat and in the comments below as Becky Lynch takes another huge knee and it sends Becky Lynch crashing to the concrete floor. That was a nasty fall for Becky Lynch, and again Baszler, kick after kick. No. Becky Lynch went face first into the LED ring post, and she has not let up. Driving Becky Lynch into the ring barrier. Referee up to the count of 8. Baszler breaks the count. Lynch barely up to a knee. And Shayna Baszler piling on the pressure. Snap suplex on the concrete. The referee giving some leniency here. It is our main event, and Becky Lynch fights back. She fights back, but not for long. Referee up to the count of 7. And now Baszler brings Lynch back into the ring. A lot of damage was done on the outside. Baszler. 1, 2. And Becky Lynch kicks out once again. And I'm beginning to fear for Becky Lynch now. There's not much fight coming back, but Becky Lynch is showing what sort of competitor she is. She's a fighter, and the last kicker now fights back. Forearm. Knee once again, and Lynch rolls to the apron. It feels like Becky Lynch is reeling here. And Baszler seems to be getting stronger. Picks up Lynch. Come on, Becky. I know I need to be impartial, but she won the Royal Rumble. She won the Women's Royal Rumble match. And she's on the verge of having her opportunity being taken away from her by Shayna Baszler, who forced this situation. Goaded Lynch into this, and now 1, 2, oh! Every single fan here in Columbus, Ohio, on their feet, watching the drama unfold. Can Becky Lynch get back in this? Kicks to the knee and Becky drops to her knee. Oh no. This is not good. The body beginning to break down of Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch fights back once again. What a contest. What a fighter. And Lynch goes for the arm. And explodes again. The fire burns within Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch, oh, a triangle. The triangle applied, triangle submission. Shayna Baszler. Oh God, oh. Those shots, each one to the face. DDT. Oh, this is it. 1, 2, no! And Shayna Baszler questions the count, but Becky Lynch just kicked out at 2. But again, look at these shots from Shayna Baszler. And Baszler, oh my God, kicking the life out of Becky Lynch. And maybe someone needs to stop this for Becky Lynch and her own good. Live to fight another day. Baszler going up top, no. Huge gut wrench from the top rope and may have just took all the life out of Becky Lynch. Lynch slowly but surely gets up and no. Kirifuda clutch. Clamped, locked in. Lynch trying to find a way to fight it, but oh, Becky Lynch, this is dangerous. Becky Lynch, come on, oh, Becky Lynch taps out and Shayna Baszler is going to WrestleMania. You can hear the boos from the fans here in Columbus. This is not a popular decision. Everybody knows how hard Becky Lynch fought in the Royal Rumble match, but she has had that opportunity taken away from her. In fact, she's had it choked out of her because Becky Lynch was locked in to the Kirifuda clutch. And she valiantly fought it, but ultimately she had to tap out before she was choked out by the Queen of Spades.
Here is your winner, Shayna Baszler.
We call her the Queen of Spades, but will we soon call her the Queen of the Women's Division? Thank you for joining us. This has been Fastlane.